This is another big news for Mayedochie and her children. This is really a very impressive one. In fact, we could say this is a good move for Mayedochie and her children on relocating out of the country. So guys, I'll be sharing the whole gist, but before then, let me welcome you all back to my channel at Gist Central, where we give you all the latest gist and updates on top of the entertainment space. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe by clicking on that subscription button in front of you. Don't forget to like our videos, share, and also comment. So now, my people, what is the good news? Yes, another good news that hits Mayedochie and her children after her sister in the US offered Danielle Edochie a scholarship to study over abroad. Yes, this is a really nice one. Mayedochie and her children have been making plans on how they will leave the country for yuledochie, because it seems as though the country is no longer safe at all for May, knowing fully well that yuledochie is out on the rage trying to destroy her. And so her sister, who stays in the United States, has always been telling May that May should come over. May should not stay in Nigeria. She was the person who even had to force May out of Nigeria when Kamili had died. She was even of the opinion that she should just rush up with the burial, and so that Mayedochie could stay in her place. That she should not bother about looking for a place, that she could stay in her place. Her house is big enough to contain all of them. My people, this her sister has really done a lot for Mayedochie. Now she has now given Danielle a scholarship. We all know that Danielle would be around in a 200 or 300 level after she got admission, and she was also telling her father, that is yuledochie, that she wanted to study out of the country. My people, and I remember that time where yuledochie come post talk, say him and his daughter, saying daughter they talk about traveling out of the country, say whether she don't calculate the cost. Hey, my people, this good news was so surprised. I was so happy when I heard it. At least Danielle Edochie cannot think or bother about leaving her school while she is still at 200 level, starting a new life. Yes, so my people, easier. So it is not easy going to a new environment, changing school, doing this, starting whole afresh. It is not easy, but my people, it is better, because even giving the school a restriction order for avoiding your Edochie or any of the Edochies coming close to Danielle is not 100% guarantee of her protection, because the same way those people connived in killing Kambilichiku, that is the same way they want to connive to kill Danielle. Because why? Danielle is also the next of kin in Mayedochie's property, that is her wealth, her acquisition. It was Kambilichiku and Danielle, making it the first daughter and the first son. But since Kambili had now gone, it now makes Danielle the sole owner of all the property. That is the next of kin. So that means that if they succeed in killing May and also that of Danielle, that will be the end of them, because yuledochie would not have to take every other thing, regarding the fact that Mayedochie has other two sons outstanding. But what do they know? They are underage, and yuledochie would overexploit, or he would want to take advantage of the whole situation. So this opportunity of Danielle traveling out of the country is the best news so far, because now Danielle will have to leave school. It doesn't necessarily mean, since she has her WAEC, it could possibly be that she would just continue on where she stopped, or start afresh, better still, because my people, it is better that way, because Danielle's life is in danger, and he is not safe being in Nigeria at all. Because why? Yuledochie knows her school, the father knows her school, most of the Edochies, they know where she schools in Nigeria, and that is not safe at all for Danielle. May is trying to protect herself and also trying to protect her children, but I would advise that Mayedochie takes this thing to the next level, because her staying in Banana Island is not even a safe place for her, because right now yuledochie knows where she now stays on in Lagos, and also Yuledochie would continue to terrorize her as long as she is in Lagos. But Mayedochie and her children being outside of the country is the best move, because Yuledochie would not want to come there to start harassing them or start saying a lot of things, because himself, he knows that that will cost him a lot. So Mayedochie and her children relocating out of the country, whether South Africa or in the US, it is the safest place for them now. They can be in their sister's place until she finalizes things according to what she wants to do. But being in Nigeria is not safe at all. It is just by the grace and the mercies of God that Mayedochie is still alive. Just look at all the attacks Mia has been receiving. The whole attacks of black pots, the whole attacks of charms in her house, bird attacking her, different animals attacking her. My people, it is not an easy thing at all. Mayedochie has been battling serious battle, and thank God she is always coming out victorious. But also, May needs to change environment. She needs to leave that place. She need to get a whole lot of herself, because right now Yuledochie has said he is not going to stop until he has finally gotten everything he wants to get from me. My people, no be small thing o. This one now na good news for Daniela, because right now it is not even an ordinary this thing o. It was reported that Daniela also agreed, and at the first instance she was not really happy about schooling in Nigeria, because Yuledochie was of the opinion that Daniela should school in Nigeria, but May said no. She wanted her daughter, in fact she wanted all her children to study out of the country for a quality education. Before she and Yuledochie now agreed that okay, she was going to school in a private university in Nigeria, she was never of the opinion of her children schooling in Nigeria. So fast forward to when all this thing started, then Mayedochie had to convince Daniela on the importance of schooling out of the country. Then she accepted, and she also wrote an online exam for the scholarship in one of the universities in the United States. Now I'm not going to be disclosing it because of some security reasons, because some people will be asking me for proofs. No, I'm trying to keep the safety of Mayedochie at top priority, because it is not everything we come out here to start saying for everybody to know, because Yuledochie and also other people get to watch some of these blogs, get to watch some of these news, and that is where they get information on how to track Mayedochie. So I'm going to keep the university a secret, but all I just want my fans to know is the fact that Mayedochie and her daughter, in fact her whole children, are traveling out of the country to a better place where her sister stays. And this is a good news. After she had written the exam, she passed, and that got her a scholarship throughout school. Like, it is indeed a really big news for Mayedochie. At least finally she and her children can leave the country for Yuledochie. Yul can do whatever he wants to do with Judy Austin, as he has decided to start a new family with Judy. He should continue. Mayedochie is also doing hers. She's also fighting her own battles, and she's also winning it. And Mayedochie and her children are definitely finally going to get a hold of their lives, at least for once, because no matter what Yuledochie or Judy Austin does, May is still going to win. And also, this is going to give them a heads up for Daniela to travel out of the country. Now, the permission of Yuledochie will not be needed, because Daniela is 18. She is old enough to decide for herself, and her mother is in support of her traveling. So the permission of her mother is enough for her to travel out of the country. Yuledochie has lost his snare, or has lost his grip on his family, and it was indeed a pathetic one that Yuledochie had to end the excitement he had with his daughter. The whole daughter and father relationship, Yuledochie just had to throw it in the wind just because of his mistress Judy Austin. It is such a pity that Yuledochie does not know how to juggle his life and also that of his outside life. He has lost one treasured part of his life, and Yuledochie is going to regret it very soon. By the time Daniela and other children start making waves on the entertainment space and start becoming what they want to become, that is when Yuledochie will be training the children of Judy Austin throughout secondary school, when his children, that is the one with me, are already advancing and living life for themselves. So guys, I would want you, what do you think concerning all this issue? And also sending your congratulations message to Daniela on her scholarship. So I'll be leaving you guys here, giving you more gist and updates soon. Thank you.